Congratulations! You have just purchased one of the finest riding lawn mowers on the market. These rugged, compact machines are built for the rigors of daily operation and are ideal for mowing landscaped properties with rolling contours, irregular shapes, tight corners, and open spaces. First, a note regarding safety. Before operating a walker mower, you should thoroughly review your walker operator's manual, including all safety reminders, operation instructions, and instructional decals. Please take the time to watch this video in its entirety and then review the safety reminders and decal descriptions available in your walker operator's manual. The operator controls consist of the forward speed control, which controls the forward travel speed, the steering levers, which control travel direction, the PTO clutch, which engages or disengages the mower blades or power attachment, the parking brake, the throttle, and for some carbureted engines, a choke lever. No choke lever is needed on fuel-injected or diesel engines. As you can see, all controls are positioned comfortably within reach of the operator. To access the blades, raise the mowing deck by unlocking the two deck lock levers on the deck carrier frame. On Model H decks, use the deck lift bar to unlock the deck lock arms. Using the carrier frame lift handle or deck lift bar, raise the deck to the tilt-up position and insert the tilt-up hook into the tilt-up latch on the tractor body. Model R decks are secured using two tilt-up links inserted into the keyhole on the chassis side. Where available, use the provided deck lift bar when raising the deck. This acts as a lever, making lifting the deck much easier. When using the deck lift bar, always use the pin to lock the bar in place. The same pin is also used to secure the bar in its stowed position. An optional power tilt-up deck lift is available for Model H mowers. When lifting the deck using the power tilt-up, carefully follow the provided operating instructions and adhere to decals and warnings. With the deck tilted up and latched, the cutting blades, deck housing, and chute may be inspected and maintained. Never move the tractor with the deck in the tilt-up position. Likewise, do not tilt the tractor body forward with the deck in the tilt-up position. Remember, always use caution and proper lifting techniques when lifting and lowering the deck. Keep a straight back and lift using your legs. To lower the deck, reverse the tilt-up sequence. Always ensure the deck lock levers are in the locked position when the mower is in operation. To open the body, ensure there are no objects or obstructions on or around the mower and that the deck is not tilted up. If your mower is equipped with GHS, ensure the grass catcher is empty and lift it to the dump position. Locate the body release latch. For models S and B, the latch is located on the chassis side panel behind the right drive tire. For maintaining your walker's engine, drivetrain, and other internal components, please refer to your operator's manuals. If your walker needs to be pushed or towed while powered down, you may engage the transmission lockouts, allowing the drive tires to freewheel. With the transmission lockouts engaged, do not run the engine above idle and do not move the mower faster than 1 mile per hour. Doing so can produce excessive internal pressure and damage the transmission. With the body in the open position, locate your transmission lockout levers. The grass handling system, known as GHS, consists of a rear discharge collection mowing deck, a deck discharge chute, an internal grass blower, a catcher delivery chute, the oscillating power fill delivery spout, the grass pack vane switch, full signal horn, removable exhaust screen, and grass catcher assembly. For GHS-equipped models, do not operate the machine with the grass catcher in the dump position or with the catcher door open. Dangerous projectiles may be thrown out of the blower discharge chute or the back of the grass catcher. An optional no-catch deflector may be installed on the catcher door opening if non-collection operation is desired. To dump grass from the GHS catcher, open the back door by lifting on the door handle. Tilt the catcher back to dump by lifting on the catcher lift handle on the lower front corner of the catcher. Once empty, lower the catcher smoothly down to the normal operating position. Do not allow the catcher to drop down. The gas spring that holds the catcher in the raised position is not a shock absorber for lowering the catcher. Close the door by pulling down on the door handle. Be careful to keep fingers and hands away from the hinge and pinch points when the door is being closed. Also, keep fingers and hands clear of the door frame. The door should close smoothly with the assistance of the dampening gas springs. If the dampening springs are not functioning properly, allowing the door to slam shut, they should be replaced immediately. This will help prevent injury to the operator and damage to the door structure. Lift the grass catcher or body and check the engine oil. Ensure that the air filter system is intact and secure. Do not disturb the air filter elements unless the air restriction gauge is in the red range. Not all models include an air restriction gauge. For these models, refer to your operator's manual for maintenance instructions. Check that the grass catcher exhaust screen is clear. If necessary, remove it for cleaning if clogged or dirty. Check for and clean grass buildup from underneath the mower deck. Also, check mower blades for sharpness and security. Before turning the ignition switch to the start position, check to make sure the forward speed control is in the neutral park position, the PTO clutch is disengaged, and the parking brake is engaged. Be sure the interlock safety switches are functioning correctly. The engine should not start unless the forward speed control lever is in the neutral park position, the PTO clutch is in the disengaged position, and the parking brake is engaged. Also, the engine should stop if the operator lifts off the seat with any of these controls in the operating position. Locate the throttle lever beside the operator's seat. Moving the lever forward towards the fast position increases engine speed. Moving it backwards towards the idle position decreases engine speed. The throttle should be set to 1/4 to 1/2 above idle for starting the engine. For models equipped with a manual choke, move the choke lever to the on position to start a cold engine. Turn the ignition switch to the start position. As soon as the engine starts, release the key to the run position. Do not crank the engine more than 10 seconds at a time. If the engine does not start, turn the key to the off position and allow a 60-second cooldown period between starting attempts. For models equipped with a choke, gradually move the choke towards the off position, keeping enough choke on to allow the engine to run smoothly as it warms up. As soon as possible, move the choke to the off position. When the engine is idling smoothly, you are ready for operation. For a beginner operator, learn to maneuver the tractor with a slow engine speed before attempting any mowing operation. Be aware that with the front-mounted mower configuration, the back of the tractor swings to the outside during turns. The walker mower is driven using two primary controls, the forward speed control lever and two steering levers. The forward speed control has two functions, to establish the neutral park position and to set the forward travel speed. Move the lever forward to increase forward travel speed and backward to decrease it. A friction lock holds the forward speed control in place once the desired travel speed is selected. Moving the lever fully backwards to the neutral park position will stop the machine. Note that the forward speed control sets the forward position of the steering levers. For an emergency stop, or in case of loss of control, the machine can always be stopped quickly and safely by pulling the forward speed control lever back into the neutral park position. The steering levers control the drive wheels only when they are pulled backward. Pushing the levers forward will not cause any change in tractor motion. Pulling the left lever back will slow, stop, and then reverse the left wheel, resulting in a left turn. Pulling the right lever back will slow, stop, and then reverse the right wheel, resulting in a right turn. Pulling both levers back will slow, then momentarily stop the mower. Pulling the levers further back will cause the mower to go into reverse. Releasing backward pressure on the levers will allow the mower to resume the forward speed selected by the forward speed control. Notice the operator is using only the fingers of the left hand to pull the steering levers while keeping their right hand on the forward speed control. This is the correct way to operate a walker mower. The use of two hands on the steering levers tends to cause over-control. When operating the walker, avoid sudden starts or stops. Before backing the machine up, look to the rear to be sure no one is behind the machine. Watch carefully for traffic when crossing or working near roadways. When moving forward, do not suddenly put the tractor in reverse by rapidly pulling on the steering levers, especially when going downhill, as this can lift the tail wheel off the ground and set up a bucking motion due to operator over-control. If bucking does occur, it can be immediately stopped by pulling the forward speed control lever fully back into the neutral park position. Operate the levers with a smooth action to avoid slipping or skidding the tires. Jerky movements are hard on the transmissions and the lawn. When making a tight turn, first, slow the machine's forward speed down. Any mower moving at high speed cannot quickly change directions without possible loss of control and turf damage. To perform a true zero-radius turn, pull the steering lever controlling the inside wheel into reverse for a smooth, rolling turn, with one wheel rolling forward and the other rolling backwards. While mowing alternating stripes on a property, the turn at the end of a row should be accomplished by first turning towards the next row while slowing speed, entering a zero turn, and then accelerating straight into the next row of uncut grass. For any maneuver, do not allow the inside tire to stop and twist in one spot. This will damage the grass. Practice turning and maneuvering your walker mower. Notice how easily it turns and the precision of the steering controls. It is this degree of control that gives the walker superior maneuverability. When you can make the mower go exactly where you are aiming without slipping the tires, you've taken the first step toward becoming a skilled walker operator. Park the mower by pulling the forward speed control lever fully back to the neutral park position and engage the parking brake. Hydrostatic transmissions are susceptible to creep, especially on hills or slopes. Always engage the parking brake when stopped on a slope or when transporting the mower on a trailer. Before dismounting your walker mower, make sure to disengage the PTO, pull the forward speed control lever to the neutral park position, and engage the parking brake. Move the throttle lever to idle, turn off the ignition switch, and make sure the PTO has stopped turning before getting off the mower. Now that you are acquainted with the controls and how the mower operates, it's time to put it to work mowing grass. Ensure the area to be mowed is clear of any foreign objects, which may be picked up and thrown by the mowing blades. Remove all sticks, stones, wire, and any other debris. Do not operate the walker mower with bystanders in the area. Keep everyone, especially children and pets, a safe distance away from the area being mowed. Some machines are equipped with a PTO clutch lever located on the right side of the seat that is used to engage and disengage the mower blades or power detachment. On some models, pulling the lever up engages the PTO that drives the mower blades. Pushing the lever down disengages the PTO and engages the blade brake. On others, the clutch is engaged by pushing the PTO clutch lever forward and disengaged by pulling the lever back. Some machines are equipped with an electric blade clutch, located on the front of the mower body. Pull the clutch switch knob outward to engage the blades or power detachment, and push to disengage. Set the engine throttle to approximately 1/3 speed and engage the PTO clutch. For machines with a PTO clutch lever, always use a slow, firm motion when engaging the clutch. Once the blades are engaged, increase the engine speed to full throttle. When mowing, always operate the engine at full throttle. This allows the engine to produce full horsepower and optimizes the efficiency of the engine cooling system. To maximize the life of the PTO clutch and brake, engage and disengage the clutch with the throttle at 1/3 speed. As a safety check, test the operation of the blade brake before operating the mower. With the engine running at full speed and the mower blades engaged, disengage the PTO clutch. The PTO and cutting blades should stop within 5 seconds. The walker mower's low center of gravity and superior traction allow excellent results on slopes. Be certain to reduce your travel speed on a slope and use caution when starting, stopping, and maneuvering. Avoid sharp turns or sudden changes of direction while on slopes. Disengage the PTO clutch when transporting the machine across drives, sidewalks, or other hard surfaces. If you are mowing with a side discharge deck, make sure to keep the discharge shield at the lowest possible position to deflect grass clippings and thrown objects downward. For best mowing results, we recommend you always mow with sharp blades, use an alternating stripe pattern, keep the mower deck and chutes clean, and avoid cutting too low. For best appearance, cut off no more than 1/3 of the existing grass height. In addition, remember to keep the tractor at full throttle and maintain smooth steering control to avoid skidding or slipping tires. If the cutting blades strike a solid object or the machine begins to vibrate abnormally, immediately disengage the PTO clutch, stop the engine, and wait for all moving parts to stop. To prevent accidental starting, remove the ignition key. Thoroughly inspect the mower and repair any damage before restarting the engine and operating the mower. Make sure the cutting blades are in good condition and the blade nuts or bolts are tight. A horn will sound when the catcher is full. When you hear the horn, disengage the PTO clutch to avoid overfilling the catcher and clogging the internal chutes. Travel to your desired dump location and safely bring the mower to a stop and engage the parking brake. Get off the machine and dump the grass catcher. When using a dump bag, hook the bottom of the bag over the rear bumper while lifting on the handle strap. Open the back door by lifting on the door handle. Position the bag around the door frame and then tilt the catcher back into the bag by lifting on the handle on the front of the catcher with one hand and holding the bag strap with the other. After dumping, lower the catcher smoothly down to the normal operating position and close the grass catcher door. In some conditions, especially when mowing heavy, wet grass, the grass handling system may clog. If a clog has occurred, the blower sound will change tone and the mower deck will begin to leave a trail of grass clippings. If this happens, disengage the PTO clutch, stop the mower, engage the parking brake, stop the engine, and remove the ignition key. Make sure all driveline movement has stopped before leaving the seat. Clogging may occur at the back of the mowing deck, the deck discharge chute, the GHS blower, the body chute, the grass catcher chute, or the power fill spout. Tilt up the mower deck to clear any blockages in the deck or deck discharge chute. Next, raise the catcher and the front body to clear any blockages in the blower, the body chute, grass catcher chute, or the power fill delivery spout. Never place your hands into the GHS blower. Use an appropriate tool to remove clogged material from the blower. If the grass handling system is routinely clogging, first make sure that the blades are installed correctly and that the blade wings are not excessively worn. Then inspect the interior of the deck and all chutes from the deck into the catcher to make sure there is no obstruction or excessive material buildup. Next, check that the catcher exhaust screen is not excessively dirty or clogged, and clean if necessary. For improved performance in wet conditions, an optional exhaust screen with larger holes is available. Other causes of clogging may be worn or bent blower wheel blades or a deck cutting height that is too low. One final note. Take a moment to review the operator's manual that came with your walker. The operator's manual will walk you through the same operating and safety procedures and further explain how to take advantage of the walker mower's many features. All maintenance and service requirements are also explained in the manual. Be aware that a properly maintained machine is essential for safe operation, optimum performance, and long life. Thank you for choosing the Walker Mower. A well-maintained and properly operated walker will help you experience fast, easy, beautiful mowing for years to come.